Hanuman meets with Sita. Alone again Sita sighed, "My beloved Ram, where are you? With every passing day and month, my hopes fade for any rescue. Did the jewels I cast down long ago never reach your hand? I do not know how much more of this persecution I can stand. Each day I remember and regret what happened on that day. Why did I act so foolishly, sending you and Lakshman away? It has been so long now, I see no way to reach you or break free. I know Raavan will die at your hands, but first death will take me." As Sita sobbed, Hanuman listened, having seen everything. His heart filled with compassion as he saw Sita's suffering. Ram had Lakshman by his side to share his sorrowful burden, but this poor lady bore hers alone, having no one to confide in. Hanuman had to say and do something to give her comfort and hope, to tell her that he'd come from Ram would give her strength to cope. He needed to win her confidence, as she would be full of suspicion. Carefully he considered how to succeed in this sensitive mission. Quietly, in a sweet, gentle voice, he sang a beautiful song of Kausala's 4 royal brothers with a relationship so strong. He spoke of kind King Dashrath and the folly of Queen Kaikeyi, of the 14 years of banishment, of how Sita was stolen away. He sang of Ram and Lakshman's search, finding Jatayu barely alive, who told them all that had happened. Then in their arms he died. Their discovery of Sita's jewels kept safe by exiled Sugriv, who reclaimed his throne when Ram killed his brother Vali. The great search for Princess Seeta delayed by the monsoon rains, how all but one party had returned, on Angad all hopes remained. Guided by Jatayu's brother Sampati, I crossed the sea to Lanka, scouring Raavan's palace to find Ram's beloved wife Sita. This beautiful song called Sita back from the depths of despair. Her body tingled all over as she listened to it float through the air. Colour returned to her pale face, even a long-forgotten smile. Who had come to find her? Who had used such guile? Desperately her eyes searched, but no one could she see. Only glistening eyes above, belonging to a tiny monkey. Deftly it jumped to the ground and bowed low before Sita. Her face lit up with hope. Brightly shone her aura. He addressed Sita with great respect. "Mother, tell me, is it true? My search is at an end. I have found Ram's wife. Is it you?" "Putter, are you really here? I can hardly believe my eyes. I am Ram's wife, Sita." Barely able to speak, she replied. "Have you really come from Ram? Is this just a dream? For 10 months I have waited for such a moment to see. How they press me to forget Ram, become Raavan's new wife. I have 2 months to agree, after which I will take my life. Forget such talk of death, your days of sadness are at an end." But as he stepped forward, Sita wondered, was he really foe or friend? "Cruel Asura, hateful Raavan, have you come to torment me again? Is there no limit to your cruelty, to your trickery and games no end?" Quickly Hanuman withdrew and explained on bended knee, "I promise with all my heart, Mata, you have not been deceived. I am a servant to the Vaanara king. My name is Hanuman. I have travelled far from my home to find you for Prince Raam. In his thoughts you are ever present, whether it is day or night. With great endurance he waits to see you back at his side. Make no mistake, on my return nothing will stand in his way. Lakshman, Sugriv and a Vaanara army will set off without delay. I am no impostor, Mata. I am a friend to Raam, that is true. His purity of speech is only matched by his anguish for you. I promise only days remain to bear the suffering of separation. Believe me when I say I herald the end of Raavan's domination." Hanuman dispelled Sita's doubts. He had spoken from his heart. Suspicion and fear were replaced by relief and hope at last. "Bless you, Hanuman, 1,000 times for coming here, for making the perilous journey, for being so sincere. Tell me again how you met Raam, how you came to find me." Hanuman explained in detail, while Sita listened passionately. Concluding, he presented Raam's ring. Sita clutched it to her heart, weeping bittersweet tears for Raam's suffering at being apart. Seeing Sita's terrible grief was unbearable to Hanuman. "Dear Mata, grant me permission to carry you straight to Raam. Do not underestimate my powers. My strength you do not know. There is no need to wait any longer. Climb on my back and let's go." Sita affectionately smiled at this tiny monkey with the heart of a lion, but Hanuman realized his disguise and grew back to his normal size. Though taken aback, Sita answered, "It would be wrong to steal me away. Ram must win me in battle and destroy Raavan and all he betrays." "You are right, dear lady," he replied. "I should return alone. But tell me first, what message shall I take to Ram back home?" Carefully Sita considered, as memories flooded her mind. Moments shared between them only Ram would recognize. Tears slipped down her face as she described them to Hanuman. "Tell him that I am strong and with his prayers remain unharmed. Ask Lakshman to forgive all I said and come to set me free. Please thank your fellow comrades and His Majesty King Sugriv." Sita took a clasp from her hair. "Take this, Hanuman. This is my most precious ornament, given long ago by Ram." He replied, "Put aside your sorrow. We will return at speed. The worst of your sadness is over. Soon you will be free." As he bowed one last time, "Bless you always," Sita replied. "You have given me such consolation. I will miss you when you fly. Will you not take something for yourself, some food before you leave?" "I leave with all your blessings. What more could I possibly need?" So saying, Hanuman left Sita, leaping through the grove. But still he remained unsatisfied. He was desperate to show the power of the Vaanaras, and so discord in Raavan's city, leave a taste of the trouble invited, a memento of his visit. As the sun rose over Ashokvana, he grew 5 times his size and started destroying the gardens, uprooting everything in sight, snapping trees with his bare hands, crushing pavilions under his feet. The Asura guards awoke to a sight they could hardly believe. "Who is this terrible ape-man?" the guards asked Sita. She replied, "He is Ram's envoy, all the way from Kishkinda." Said Raavan, "What a nuisance, disturbing me like this." With a sleight of his hand he ordered, "Capture the creature forthwith." As guards approached Hanuman, he roared and grew larger still. Using an uprooted gatepost, all the guards he killed. Standing astride the garden walls, he took a deep breath and called, "Long live Ram and Sugriv! I have come to destroy you all." His cry echoed round the city as Raavan heard the news. Realizing his guards were not enough, a warrior he would choose. Jambumali was summoned. His champion was given the honour. "Be swift and show no mercy. Defeat this troublesome Vaanara." Upon a chariot Jambumali arrived and challenged Hanuman, attacking him with arrows and spears that barely caused any harm. Using a giant tree as a mace, Hanuman swung a casual blow. Raavan's champion was crushed, his chariot a great distance thrown. Hanuman roared, "Jai Shri Ram, Lakshman and Sugriv! Listen, people of Lanka, I have come to destroy Ram's enemies. A great Vaanara army approaches, every one prepared to die. Death will roam your city, no one will be left alive." Raavan tutted in disappointment, "Jambumali, what a waste! Who was this godlike figure who had dared to enter this place?" "Gather your troops," he told his generals, "prepare to go to battle. Capture this irritating monkey and stop his annoying prattle." Tactically the generals fought, using every weapon at their disposal, but Hanuman just grew larger, becoming even more formidable. He pelted the army at his feet with handfuls of rocks and trees. In no time they were smothered. The survivors had to flee. "Our generals are no more," was the message sent to Raavan. This matter was getting out of hand and needed urgent attention. Surveying his court, his youngest son, Aksha, stood foremost. Having recently graduated, he was eager to engage his foe. Aksha left with his father's blessing and bravely faced Hanuman, earning the Vaanara's admiration as they skillfully locked arms. But the battle had lasted long enough. It had to come to an end. Aksha too was killed. Hanuman was victorious again. Raavan met the news with silence, then said, "Summon Meghnad. I want this Vaanara now. An end to this upstart." Meghnad surpassed his father in power, skill and knowledge, defeating Lord Indra in battle, entitled Indrajit in homage. "Do not underestimate this monkey. The Brahmastra you will need," explained Raavan. "Use it quickly. It is the only way to succeed." The two opponents were equally matched, Meghnad and Hanuman. Spectators watched in awe as the two warriors took arms. Meghnad summoned the Brahmastra, bringing Hanuman to his knees. Within seconds Hanuman was bound, lying on the ground defencelessly.